Shane Gray?
Who are you?
Detective Trevino, homicide. I need you to come with me.
What do you want?
We need to talk about Haley Easton.
Hey, Roy, put that gun away.
You are under arrest for the murder of Haley Easton. You have a right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be provided for you. Do you understand your rights? Let's go.
Hey, do you know when I have the DNA test back on the Easton case?
Johnson will be right out.
I've been waiting here since 2.
It's 2 right now. Daylight savings ended. I hate the winter.
It's a match.
Can't be back here. Remember that time I got your brother off on a misdemeanor case?
Yeah, what do you want?
Payback time. Fucking thank you, too. Yeah.
This is Rios and Technical Services. The phone registered to Shane Gray pinged the cell tower near Haley Easton's last location.
You're the man.
My friend at the phone company said that this is the first and last time. Next time, bring a warrant.
Well, you tell your friend at the phone company I owe him lunch.
He's only helping because he knows about the case.
I appreciate it.
As I said, this is the last time.
Yeah, thanks.
Your friend's kind of sleazy.
Well done.
Seen some kind of trouble?
There's 50. Thank you. You be safe tonight, okay?
Yeah.
Where are you?
Yeah, I got eyes on Shane Gray.
Why the hell are you following him?
Because I know it's him.
I told you to wait on this.
We don't have much time.
Lieutenant Briggs wants me to help with the double homicide.
No, but I need his number.
I can't do this right now. Go home and get some sleep.
Hey, miss, would you like to make a quick $100?
Why, because a gentleman can't last? Creep.
No, hey, it's nothing kinky like that. See that pretty boy in the bar across the street? I need his phone number, and I'll give you 50 now and 50 when you come back.
Just for his number.
Damn right. I'll be in the car.
Leah Gray. She has 2 children. Elora Sharp, maiden name Gray, 40, married to Duncan Sharp. They have 2 minor children, Stephen, age 11, Daphne, age 9. They own a flower shop in the Highlands. And then there's Shane Gray, 36, works for a tour guide, married to Hannah, has a minor son by the name of James, age 10.
The address?
2460 East Madison Road. What are you thinking?
Think I'm gonna go pay him a visit.
Don't go near them until I discuss this with the lieutenant.
Riggs will just slow us down.
Listen, Trevino, I don't care what you're feeling or how obsessed you are, but facts make a case. And the last time you broke into a suspect's home without a warrant.
Aren't you tired of playing mom?
Aren't you tired of acting like a child?
He's still out there, you know, and they're right. We're clueless.
Who are they?
The parents.
Why haven't you arrested anyone?
Mrs. Easton, there are some details we just can't share at this moment.
I thought you would have someone by now.
We need your help.
With what?
Is there any way that Haley could have had a secret affair with an older man?
Absolutely not.
Are you sure, Mrs. Easton? Sometimes teenagers keep secrets from their parents. We don't know for sure, but we found a bottle of aftershave in Haley's room. It's down in evidence. Here's a bottle of the same brand. Does it remind you of anyone? Pastor? Anyone you know smell like this?
We have no idea what you're talking about. Haley was a good girl.
Has any of your friends ever...
Enough. You have no respect.
We are only trying to...
You don't have a clue, detective. Do you?
Hi. Mr. Gray?
Yeah.
I'm Detective Trevino.
Well, am I in some kind of trouble?
No, sir. I'm actually here to speak to Leah Gray.
That's okay, Al. I invited the gentleman. Please come in. Would you like some tea?
Sure.
Do you take cream or sugar?
No, thank you. What a beautiful neighborhood you guys have here. Lovely home, Mr. Gray. How long you been living here?
Well, long time. Raised the kids here.
Oh, do you have pictures of them?
Yeah. Here we go, right here. That's the Allura there. And her husband. And 2 kids. And this is Shane and his wife and kid.
A beautiful family.
Yeah.
What are the name of your grandchildren? Thank you.
This one's...
That's Stephen, and next to him is Daphne.
Okay, Stephen and Daphne. And I said Shane
And James is Shane's son, and he is a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, that little bastard.
So, what type of work does your son Shane do?
He's a tour guide, and he works for a travel agency, and he sells cruises.
And your daughter?
Elora, she owns a flower store. You mentioned in the phone conversation that you were investigating the murder of that young woman.
Yeah. And that's why I need your help.
My help?
Do you recognize this man?
What man?
Why don't we go out in the patio and talk? My husband likes to read the paper in silence. Are you married?
No, divorced.
Any children?
1, a daughter.
And her age?
27. His name was Oscar Latella. He was a cab driver that lived down the street from your parents' house around the same time you were living there.
I may remember him.
Do you know if he was involved with any women in your neighborhood?
How would I know?
Well, you grew up there. To what age?
23. And when I became engaged to Al, I moved out.
And then you worked at a bottling plant about 10 miles away?
Yes, I did, as many other girls in the neighborhood did.
Did Mr. Latella ever drive you there?
Where are you going with this?
Listen, Mrs. Gray, I'll be upfront with you. We believe that Oscar Latella got a young woman pregnant in your neighborhood around the same time you were living there. And I'm just trying to find out who she is.
And you want to know if I am that girl?
Or a person you may know.
Well, I am not.
I'll need a DNA sample to verify that.
I'm not giving you a DNA sample.
Listen, Mrs. Gray. You either want to help us catch the killer, or you don't. Runner named Leah Finnegan. She used to live in the Highlands, possibly underneath a different last name. No, I'll wait. Yeah, I'm here. Thanks. Where's the boss?
Right here.
Mr. Galletti?
Yes.
Detective Trevino, homicide.
How may I help you?
Do you know this man?
Yes, he worked for us a long time. He passed away about 5 years ago.
How well do you know him?
I knew him pretty well. We were good friends.
Can I sit down?
Sure. Would you like a drink or something?
No, thanks. Mr. Galletti, do you know if Oscar had a secret girlfriend or something?
No, I don't know anything about that.
This is about a murder of a young woman, 17 years old.
I don't see how he could be involved.
But he must have had a son, someone's secret, or they kept it a secret.
Oscar was a woman's man. Women of all ages called for him. He had sharp eyes, a deep voice, and a lot of charm. He was irresistible to women.
I'm looking for a young woman that may have given birth to a son in the early 1980s and kept it a secret.
Hold on a second. I'll be right back. This is an aerial photograph of the neighborhood in those days. This was my house, this was Oscar's house, and this was Finnegan's. They lived down the street. They're dead now, but they had a beautiful daughter named Leah. And Oscar used to drive her to the local plant every day. One night when him and I got really drunk, he told me he screwed up. He got a woman pregnant, but he never told me her name.
You think it's this Leah?
Could be.
Hey! Get away from her! Police! Get out of the vehicle right now!
Hey, he's my uncle.
Yo, she's my niece. My bad. Is there a problem here, dude?
I thought you were somebody else. You have a good night. Sorry, be safe.
All right, you too, man.
There's only one explanation for this.
Aren't you hungry?
Oscar Latella had a son he didn't know about, or had a big secret.
I bet you it's the first. He was a taxi cab driver. Here's a company that he worked for. Everywhere yellow cab. Here you go.
I'll go check it out.
Hey, can I be honest with you?
When are you not?
I think you're getting too emotional about this case.
Whatever, partner.
Yeah.
You won't believe this.
What?
The lab tested the stamp from the envelope and they found 21 short tandem repeats matching the killer's DNA. You only need 15 to confirm paternity.
You're kidding.
Oscar Latella is the father of the killer.
Holy shit. Heading back.
Do you know anything about the Easton case?
What about it?
I jog by those builds where they found her. Am I safe?
Of course you are.
Are the rumors true? Did she really have an affair with an older man?
Oh, gosh.
What's wrong?
It's heartburn.
You want some water?
No, I need my heartburn tablets. They're upstairs. It's the first door on the right. They're next to the sink. Thank you. Now get the fuck out.
What?
Get the fuck out of the apartment now.
What are you talking
I will
about?
see you in the local post. Get out.
No! You're hurting me. Compliments of the lady.
Thank you. You said you didn't want milk?
Yes, thank you.
So, how may we assist you?
I'll get right to it.
We found DNA in a homicide investigation that was a partial match to your son, Tony.
What?
Excuse me?
Don't worry. He's not a suspect, but we are certain that he is related to the killer.
How could that be?
Do you have any other adult males in your family? Cousins, uncles, half-brothers?
In my side of the family, I have no siblings.
What about you, Mr. Latella?
Yeah, my brother Oscar passed away about 5 years ago. He had 2 girls, Tessa and Amethyst, no sons. I always told him that without me, the Latella family name would have died.
Are you sure you don't have any other family?
Not here. We have relatives in Italy.
Have they visited you lately?
About 10 years ago, my cousin Paolo and his wife Gabriella.
Do they have a son?
No.
Mrs. Latella, may I have a moment with Mr. Latella? Mr. Latella, this is a homicide investigation. DNA does not lie. Do you or your brother have a son that no one knows about?
Of course not.
Hi, Mrs. Latella?
Yes?
I'm Detective Trevino. We spoke on the phone?
Call me Hannah. Please, come in. Would you like to sit in the living room, or would you prefer sitting at a table?
I prefer the table.
All right. Please, have a seat. Can I get you a drink or a slice of apple pie?
No, thank you. I already ate. Hannah, how long ago did your husband pass away?
It will be 5 years in May.
And to your knowledge, you were his first and only wife?
Yes, why do you ask?
Hannah, a young girl was murdered. And we found a partial match of DNA to your nephew, Tony.
Oh, that's terrible. What does that mean?
A partial match means that Tony isn't the killer, but is related to him. And I'm here today because I really do need your help.
In what way?
Can you identify the immediate members of your family for me?
Oh, sure. Hold on a minute. We have 2 daughters. This is Tessa, and this is Amethyst, and this is Oscar with his brother, Leo. Leo is married to Nancy, and they have my niece, Ella, and my nephew, Tony. And this is Oscar.
Could I take that?
I have a duplicate in the back. I would be glad to let you have that one.
Thank you. Hannah, to your knowledge, do you know if Oscar had any children before you met him?
No. I think I would know that.
Would you happen to have anything of Oscar's DNA still on it?
Like what?
A comb, toothbrush, hairbrush?
No, I wouldn't. I threw those things away. Anything that would be Oscar's would most likely be in his old study.
Can we take a look?
Sure. How long have you been a detective?
Going on 25 years now.
You've probably seen some pretty interesting cases.
I have.
Here it is.
May I?
Go ahead. Oscar spent hours writing at this desk. I didn't even know he had an artistic side to him until I discovered he wrote a novel. I was surprised to learn that he had a way with words. Oscar loved writing to his family back in Italy.
Perfect.
What's that?
It's a letter your husband sent to an insurance company, but for some reason it was sent back. May I take this?
Yes.
Thank you, and I really appreciate this.
Why is the letter so important?
You see, if your husband wrote this, there's a chance that the DNA is still on the stamp and envelope.
Oh, like those crime shows?
Exactly. You have a great day now.
You will keep me posted.
Of course.
Hey, I got Dickerson in the conference room.
Who?
The genetic genealogist. You have to come see this. Come on.
You gonna get him?
You know it.
How you doing?
Hi. Hi.
All right. So this is the Latella family tree. We have Dino and Francesca. They had 2 boys, Leo and Oscar. Leo married a woman named Nancy. They had 2 kids, Ella and Tony. Ella has a minor of her own. Tony has no kids, and as you know, shares 25% of the killer's DNA. Oscar married a woman named Hannah. They had 2 kids, Tessa and Amethyst. Tessa has 2 minors of her own, Amethyst 3.
The family also has some cousins in Italy. We could search there, but it could take some time.
I still don't see how they could be related to Haley.
I agree. It's far-fetched.
You mean to tell me that the only other adult male in the family is Leo Latella? What is he, 70 or something?
69, actually. And as you know, if Leo was the killer, then Tony would be sharing more than 50% of his DNA.
I got Leo. You see what's up with Hannah, Oscar's widow. I just shot you the address. Thanks.
No worries.
I appreciate it, Mr. Dickerson.
My pleasure.
Open the box. Happy birthday, Dad.
Thank you, sweetie.
Yeah, you have to download the app for it, but it's supposed to help you sleep at night. It's got 40 different sounds in nature. It's got rain, it's got ocean, but yeah, the lights sync up and
It's perfect. Thank you.
how did dinner with Mom go?
Oh, you know, it couldn't have gone any better.
Yeah, you're full of it.
You know, I get that a lot. So how was work?
It's good. James is here, actually. I have to go.
Okay, well, have fun.
Happy birthday again. I love you.
Thank you. I love you too.
I just want to talk. What are you, crazy? You could have just called. Oh, okay.
Hey, tell me what happened.
Okay, so, I've been trying to get Haley to go out with me for 2 years, okay? And she finally said yes. Okay, look, this is 2 months ago, right? You know, we went to this place and, you know, we were having fun, right? We sat down and she dared me to go ask out this girl at the bar, right? You know, she was laughing her ass off because I almost got in trouble with the girl's boyfriend. And, okay, look, this doesn't matter, right? What matters is after, right? It was my turn. I dared Haley to go talk to this guy at the bar, right? You know, dark hair, mid-30s. You know, and I see them, you know, she comes back to our table. You know, she's smiling and blushing, and she couldn't take her eyes off the asshole, right? You know, and as you might expect, she never called me again, right, after that. 2 weeks later, after school, I see Haley, and I see her getting this gray pickup truck. Haley doesn't have a gray pickup truck. So I go and check, and guess who was the guy driving? That asshole from the bar.
Did you get a good look at him?
Yeah.
Good. I need you to describe him to our sketch artist. Get up. I want you to tell everything that happened to your father when you get home. And I expect both of you at the station tomorrow morning. Now go home. Hey, and the next time you follow me, I'll make sure you wind up at the dentist. Fucking prick.
Bellamy. Yeah, that's great. Thank you. Hey, they're sending over the footage from the bar restaurant.
That's Tony Latella.
Mm-hmm. And the bar's only an hour and a half away from where Haley was killed.
And we knew it wasn't him because his DNA was only a 25% match.
So that means it's either a cousin, a nephew, or a distant uncle to the killer.
And that's why I wanted to check out his alibi, just to make sure he wasn't covering up for anyone in the family.
Well, we are 25% closer to nailing the son of a bitch who did this. Get your own pen.
Where were you on the night of November 9th?
At your sister's.
I don't have time for this shit.
Gillard's, it's a restaurant bar in the Dry Creek Mountains.
What time?
8:30, 10?
Do you know this girl?
Nah, I never seen her.
Do you have any brothers, male cousins, and uncle?
I have a sister, Ella. 2 cousins are girls, Tessa and Amethyst, and Uncle Oscar, but he's passed away.
Do you have a half-brother or any other male relatives in your family that you might be related to?
Other than my father, no.
You know I could smell a rat here.
You know, I could change my deodorant.
If we find out you have a male relative and you're covering up for him, I'll send you some lube and deodorant in jail.
Hey, Papi. You want to go for a ride?
Get in.
Honey, in my line of business, you don't get paid up front, you just get fucked.
Get in.
Oh, shit.
Have you seen this red pickup truck?
I got a couple regulars with a truck like that.
Can you describe him for me?
One's, he's a redhead, a little on the chubby side. He's into S&M. Squeals like a little piggy. The other, he's a good-looking guy. Got like a short beard. Man of very few words. He's quiet. He likes to pull hair.
Have either one of them taken it too far with you?
The good-looking one gave me a bloody nose.
Would you be able to recognize them if I put them into a lineup?
Will they have their pants on?
If you see that red pickup truck again, write down his license plate and call me.
Can I call you for a date?
Stay out of trouble.
Oh, I won't.
We got a break.
What?
The DNA test from the bar customers came back. We got a Tony Latella who's a 25% match to the killer. Cousin, maybe distant relative.
Unbelievable. Give me that.
He's a road worker that works not far from here.
Let's bring him in. Sorry I'm late.
No worries.
So how's life?
Good. How about you?
I'm not complaining.
Hi, is there anything I could get you two to drink this evening?
You want some wine?
No, thank you. I'll just have some water, please.
I'll have the draft, the IPA.
Thank you. The house is under contract.
It's yours. You can do whatever you want with it.
Have you talked to Mia lately?
No.
She's moving in with James. I think it's serious. You know, maybe you should call her more often. Daughters need their fathers. What is so funny?
Nothing.
Please, tell me.
It's just that you can't even wait 2 minutes before you start criticizing me.
I'm moving out of state. I'm moving to New York.
Is that where he lives? Chuck?
All right. Are you ready to order?
Yes, I'll have your avocado salad with dressing on the side, please. No bread.
And for you, sir?
Chicken Alfredo for me.
Have you been taking your antidepressants?
Why are you asking?
Just curious.
I can handle the truth.
Just not my criticism.
Nah, but I like to hear it.
You're not blinking and your eyes look glassy.
Happy?
Are you going to therapy?
Are you?
I'm not the one pulling my hair out. You know there's a name for your condition? It's called trichotillomania. Have you told your therapist that you do that?
You know, you used to be supportive.
You used to be my husband. I don't know who you are now.
Why am I here?
I wanted to say goodbye.
Oh, how nice.
I don't know what love becomes between two people who have grown apart. Concern, I guess.
In a hypothetical world, how could we grow closer?
There is no way.
What could I do to become better?
You help all of your victims' families with their pain. But you do nothing about yours. Sorry. Hi. Yes, I'm fine. I just can't talk right now. I'm in the middle of something. You know what? Well, I will. I promise. I promise.
Detective Trevino, you called the station?
Yeah, I did. I've got some video footage I need to show you. Come on back here. I've got two cameras, one on the outside and one in the corner. This is from November 9th at 7:32 p.m. I recognize the girl from the news. Here's the outside camera.
Can we see the truck?
No,
Anyone else in the area have security cameras?
just the gas station over by the highway.
Here. I need a copy of these files.
Good morning.
Hey, detectives. Follow me. My customers were pissed. I had to tell them the liquor board came in and we didn't properly ID an agent. But I was able to get the girls to take some pictures underneath the bar. Here's your DNA.
Wow. You should come work with us.
I'll go pull the car around the back.
Go get that son of a bitch.
I will.
Tell us what you can about Haley Easton.
I'd be happy to help detectives.
Who brought her in?
Her mother.
What was the diagnosis?
This stays between us.
Of course, doctor.
PPD, paranoid personality disorder.
What is that?
People with PPD have a general feeling of being lied to. They don't trust their family, their friends. They have bursts of anger and can often be controlling in relationships in order to avoid feeling exploited. They look for hidden meaning in conversations and gestures, and they have a hard time relaxing. They generally have a negative outlook on other people.
How is Haley dealing with this?
She saw it as a form of punishment.
This?
Yes, our mental health clinic here and her stay with us.
What type of punishment exactly, doctor?
I believe it was for being intimate with her boyfriend.
What's the boyfriend's name?
Matt.
How does she feel about Matt?
She thought he was a bit immature.
Abusive, drugs?
No, just a general distrust. She believed he was lying to her.
About what?
Well, about everything. That's how PPD works.
What causes this disorder?
PPD is predominantly psychological. The more we study the brain, the more we'll understand. There's a genetic background to it as well, especially in families with a history of schizophrenia.
Are there any disorders like this in Haley's family?
No, none that I'm aware of.
She was here for a month. Why was she discharged?
I believe she was doing better, and she has to go home. That's where teenagers belong.
Did she ever tell you that she was afraid of anyone?
No.
Thank you, Dr. Reichert.
Have you noticed any changes in Haley's behavior or performance this semester?
Academically, she did well, and I noticed her demeanor change.
How so?
She acted angry, antisocial towards her peers, and in November, her mother pulled her out and admitted her to the behavioral mental health clinic.
How long was she in the clinic?
About a month.
Do you know why?
From what her mother said, some type of mental breakdown.
So you do have a relationship with Haley's parents?
Yeah, Pastor Easton is a mentor here to some of the children, including my own.
What about Mrs. Easton?
She's very private.
Do you think Haley and Mrs. Easton had a good relationship?
Yes?
You sure? Anything we need to be concerned about on the home front?
Well, she seemed to have issues with organized religion, but in reading her essays, I figured that was typical teenage rebellion. And even when Haley was acting more abrupt, she was adored.
Thank you, Mrs. Garrett. If you think of anything significant, feel free to reach out.
Thank you.
I understand this is a difficult time, but I need to know more about Haley. Did she participate in church?
Oh, yeah. All her life.
Did she like it, or did she do it because she had to?
Haley loved helping people.
And how did she help them?
Well, she was charismatic. She attracted people from all walks of life.
Did you notice anyone getting close lately?
No. Haley had a sixth sense. She could look at someone and feel their suffering. In fact, just like now, I can see your suffering, Detective. Are you married?
Divorced.
Children?
One, a daughter.
But it goes deeper than that, doesn't it, Detective? And we can help with that.
Did Haley's mood change lately?
Many teenagers lose their way. We take derailed children and put them back on track before the devil can take hold. And it is my sacred duty to free them from the Antichrist.
And what if you can't?
Many people go through their entire lives following the attractive allure of the false prophet. You know, Detective, that the beast is everywhere.
Pastor Easton, we all want the same thing here. Can you help me find Haley's killer?
Shouldn't I be asking that question?
Please give me a call if anything comes to mind.
Wherever Jesus went, he was a preacher of hell. His very first sermon in the New Testament is Matthew 5:29. If thy right eye offend thee, pluck it out and cast it from thee. For it is profitable for thee that one of thy members should perish, and not the whole body should be cast into hell. Jesus is teaching us that adultery is to be avoided as an action and as a thought. Even if our bodies are not, Jesus wants our hearts to be pure. Jesus is our Savior because he is going to save us from a very real place. He wants to rescue you from hell. Eternal punishment. As he says about the Pharisees for releasing the hounds of hell, it is better for you to experience a moment of loss in this life than to be cast into a lake of fire forever.
What can I get for you?
Glass of water?
And you?
I would like to speak with the owner.
That would be me. Who's asking?
Detective Bellamy.
Let me get that water.
So this guy walks into a bar with a revolver and he yells, "Who's been sleeping with my wife?" And the guy from across the bar yells, "You don't have enough bullets, man!"
When was the last time you've been on a date?
So what's this about?
We're investigating a homicide that happened on the hill from here.
I'm aware.
You seen anything, heard anything, know of anyone who could have done it?
No.
We ask you for a favor. And that's if you want to help, of course.
Sure.
Let's walk through this again. Haley's body was here. In the parking lot's a half a mile from here.
So how did Haley's body end up here without any track marks?
The crime scene techs only found a piece of rope and a piece of black duct tape, but not on her.
What do we know about her?
She's artistic. She's good in school. She loves photography. She doesn't like a lot of attention.
Trying to remember what that age was like. Trying to go back to how it was.
Yeah, lots of things are happening when you're 17.
Well, I remember two things. My sudden interest in boys and my sudden interest in exploring the world. I wanted to go and see places and I wanted to leave.
Yeah, we all did.
Well, let's say she came here with him. They fool around, she tells him no, and he kills her.
But the lab only found a small spot of semen on her underwear, but none in her.
Well, maybe they got interrupted. Maybe he put on a condom, she tells him no, and he hits her.
But why here?
Killers usually drop bodies in familiar places. Besides, there's a parking lot over there. What else is there?
There's a bar down the hill about a mile or so.
All right, let's go check it out.
That's why I don't like the ex-boyfriend of hers, Matt.
Yeah, well, whoever did it had a lot of emotional buildup. It was definitely overkill. I mean, she knew her killer.
Exactly, and that's why Matt fits the profile. He's the stalking type.
Have you ever been obsessed with a girl?
Kinda.
Did you follow her around?
A little bit.
Well, that doesn't make you a killer. Bellamy. Yeah. That's great. That's great. Hey, keep me posted. They found a spot of semen on Haley's underwear. We have DNA.
Did they run the DNA?
But what we have wasn't a match. Neither was a CODIS or the database.
We're getting closer.
Well, let's go to the fields.
I'm in law enforcement and always wanted to be. I love the outdoors, hiking. I love to travel. I love animals and photography, and I love scuba diving. I love animals. What did I say?
Listen, I'll make this easier for you. What are you really looking for? Are you looking for something long-term? Are you looking for a friend? Or are you looking to just hook up?
I don't know.
So how about this? When you know what you want, you can send me a message.
Okay.
Take care now, Vinny.
You too. Bye.
Here are our three suspects. First, we have Matt Hammond, 17 years old, ex-boyfriend. They dated, she dumped him, he didn't like it. So let's say he picks Haley up from her piano lessons. They drive to the parking lot, go out into the fields. They argue, things get out of hand, he kills her. Now, he tells Officer Campbell that he was home alone during the night of the murder. However, his parents are out having dinner, so there's no one to corroborate his story. Next, we have Derek Landmore. Sex offender, serves 5 years in the state prison for raping a minor. Gets out on good conduct, works for a tree trimming company. No troubles in the past 2 years. His girlfriend says he was with her from 8:30 to 11:30. Now, let's say Haley leaves her piano lessons at 7:25. He's coming home from work, he sees Haley, he abducts her. He takes her to the parking lot, he assaults her. He doesn't want to go back to jail, so he takes her out in the field and he kills her. But in order for him to do so, there's a very narrow window.
Less than an hour if we believe his girlfriend.
And here we have Kevin Gardner. Ageless old hippie, 66 years old, no priors except for a few drugs in the 1970s. He's never stayed in one place more than 2 years, jobs all over the place, mainly truck driving. However, I have found 2 missing girls in every area that he stayed in the last 6 years.
Every place has missing girls.
That is correct. But he's the only suspect who has Haley's belongings in his possession. And he has no witnesses to verify that he was alone during the night of the murder.
Well, we swabbed all 3 of these creeps. Now we're missing some good news from the lab.
No, don't do it. You, boy, you're mad, aren't you? I know who you are. What you doing? Let him go. And why? What the hell did she Let ever him do go. to you? Let him go. Get your hands off me. You're gonna rot in hell, boy. I know you did this. Get your hands off. How does this help? What are you doing about it?
I'm working day and night to solve this
Oh,
case.
man, you're afraid of this kid because his dad is a hotshot lawyer in town.
Yeah, and we need evidence.
I know you did it.
Where were you on the night of the 9th?
I was home.
Can anyone corroborate this?
My dog, but he's a German Shepherd. I don't think he speaks English.
So you decided to walk your dog at 5 a.m. Why Doves Park?
I can let the dog off the leash.
How often do you go there?
2-3 times a week.
Is that the only reason you go up there? You see, Mr. Gardner, a complaint was filed against you last summer. It appears you like to go up to Doves Park at night and watch couples make out. You even got caught filming one of them.
Stupid kids. They're full of shit. There was a meteor shower and I was trying to film it.
Is that you? This was taken by security cameras at a gas station near Doves Park on the 9th at 7:41 p.m. You bought a 6-pack of beer, and it appears that you were headed that way. Who did you see, Mr. Gardner? This is serious.
There was this truck. It parked on the other side of the parking lot. After about 5 minutes, this couple got out. They walked down to the fields.
What kind of truck?
Pickup truck. I don't know the model. Silver or gray.
Can you describe the couple?
No, it was too dark. But she was petite. He was 6 feet tall.
Then?
I walked over to the other side of the parking lot by the truck, and I saw the beanie on the ground. As I was reaching down to pick it up, I heard this other car come down the road. So I turned around and I went back to my car.
What type of car came down the road?
Dark, SUV. They all look the same.
And what did the SUV do?
Well, it parked right behind me. Lights turned off. There was no movement.
And?
Well, it's a big parking lot, and it was kind of weird. Right behind me and no lights, so I got the hell out of there.
Did you have your dog with you?
No.
I don't believe you, Mr. Gardner. But you have a chance to prove your innocence.
How do I do that?
I want your DNA.
Hi, I have information on the Haley Easton case.
Pretty cool, eh? Tell you what, you can have it for $10. Bye.
Do you have a moment? Come in.
I'm sorry to bother you, Mrs. Easton, but there's something I need to ask you. How close were you and Haley?
Very close.
Do you think she'd tell you her secrets?
I certainly hope so.
This is a patient log from an abortion clinic in Somerville. Haley had a procedure done there 3 weeks ago and on the 27th of October. Did you know anything about this, Mrs. Easton?
No.
I'm sorry to be the one to tell you this. Would you happen to know who the father is? Is Pastor here?
He's a German and you cannot share any of this with him.
May I ask why?
You will break his heart.
Don't you think he needs to know about this?
He's very strict. He doesn't believe in premarital sex. A man should have pure feelings for a woman.
Is it possible that he may have known about the abortion maybe through a receipt or Credit card statement, or maybe from rumors from his kids in his youth group?
No, he wouldn't. If he knew, I would know about it.
Why do you say that?
Because it would be my fault. It would have been my relaxed parenting style that brought this.
To your knowledge, did Haley have a boyfriend?
I knew about that Matt kid, but Haley told me, and I believe her, that was just a few kisses, and that was over 4 months ago. Matt wanted to go back with her, though.
Thank you, Mrs. Easton. And I promise to keep this between us. So, I went through Haley's journal. Go through the entry where I marked September 23rd.
I'm gaining weight. It's like I'm eating for two. Papa knows. I can tell by the way he looks at me. But how? I hope to see Smiley Face soon. I can't stop thinking about Smiley Face.
Read the first 2 sentences again.
I'm gaining weight. It's like I'm eating for two.
She's pregnant. Read the next one, October 26th.
I don't know what to do. The appointment is tomorrow. I'm torn. Smiley Face is sad face. Holy shit. Is that the date of the abortion?
Yeah. And there are only 2 places that perform abortions around here. The Women's Hospital and the clinic in Somerville.
Well, this changes everything.
That's right. There weren't any at the Women's Hospital that day, and there were 2 at Somerville. They wouldn't release the names, and we need a warrant.
Now we know the motive.
Yes. She confronted him, and he lost his shit.
So Smiley Face turns her into Bloody Face.
That's why I don't like Matt for this.
Why?
Why not confront him at school? She had plenty of opportunities. And why go to an empty parking lot in the middle of nowhere?
So you think it was someone outside of school?
Exactly. And which relationships end badly?
Affairs?
Mm-hmm. He was an older man, married, and he had a lot to lose.
But this is why I don't want to rule out Matt. Picture this. Matt hears a rumor at school that Haley's pregnant. He picks her up from the piano lesson, drives her out to the parking lot. She tells him she's pregnant with someone else's baby. It escalates. He kills her in a jealous rage. Most murders end up being a boyfriend, husband, or an ex.
That's a good point.
You know, I had that kid in my car. He stunk like a skunk. No aftershave.
What aftershave?
The aftershave I found in Haley's room, hidden behind some books.
How did I miss that?
It's in evidence barcode number 122468.
Enya Hutchinson?
Yes.
Hi, I'm Detective Nola Bellamy. I wanted to ask you some questions about Haley Easton. I understand you two are close. Do you mind if I sit with you for a moment?
Sure.
So, how's school treating you?
Okay.
Love and algebra? Is it fair to say that you and Haley were best friends?
She didn't really trust a lot of people.
Why do you say that?
It was a character thing.
Did she trust you?
I guess.
What about boys? Was there anyone she was in love with?
I think so.
Would you know who?
No, she didn't really talk about him.
Was it Matt Hammond, her ex?
I don't think so. I think he might have been older.
Why do you say that?
She started wearing a lot of makeup. she would constantly complain about how immature high school boys were. She also became really distant.
How so?
She stopped talking to me, but, you know, Mrs. Garrett, she was her literature teacher and advisor. Can't talk to her now. She's been sick, but I know Haley confided in her.
Thank you, Enya. I have one more question. Why did Haley stop talking to you?
I was looking through her bag for a marker, and I found...
It's okay.
a pregnancy test.
Police.
What the hell, man?
Detective Trevino, homicide. Nice to meet you, Matt.
What do you want?
The way people drive around here is pretty dangerous on a skateboard. Why don't you get in?
Yeah, sorry, my dad's a lawyer.
Good. You're gonna need him because I saw you in the alley. Now get in. So where do you live?
5 Streets down, take a right.
Here. Take a piece. You reek like weed.
Look, is this about Haley?
Yep, and I know the backstory. She dumped you and you continued to stalk her.
Look, I had nothing to do with what happened to her.
I want to believe you, kid, so convince me.
Went out a few times, didn't work out.
It's not what the Easton said. They said you continued to follow her everywhere and became obsessed with her.
The right's coming up.
Any idea who could have done it? What do you like, taking pictures of girls and going home back at night and punching the clown? Huh? What are you, a virgin?
Oh, fuck you, let me out.
Give me the fucking camera. Moving on. She looks like Haley.
Give me the camera.
Should we show this to her parents?
Give it to me. Look, when my dad finds out about all this, he's gonna have your badge.
No, he won't. Because then I'll show him this. Here's the deal. You're gonna give me a nice little swab, and you get to go home. You say no,
I play my cards, capiche? Look, if my parents ever find out about this, I will make sure you get what you deserve.
I don't have much time. Can we please keep this quick?
Sure. How long have you known Derek Lamar?
I don't know, about a year now.
And were you with him on the night of November 9th?
Yes, ma'am, at his place.
What time exactly?
Around 8:30 at night.
What did you do?
We watched a movie.
Which one?
The Unlikely Winner.
Did you stay the night?
No, I left around 11:30. I was home by midnight.
Was Derek acting anxious or a little weird?
No, not really.
Did he have any mud on him? Was he sweaty? Was there any blood on him?
No, he had just gotten out of the shower. Why are you asking this?
How would you describe Derek's moods? Is he calm, a little violent? Does he have sudden mood changes?
No, he's very relaxed. He smokes a lot of weed.
What about in the bedroom? Is he aggressive or respectful?
It's kind of personal.
Hey, listen. He's part of a homicide case right now.
So if there's anything that you can help us to clear him, that would be great.
He is kinky. Yes, he likes to dress me up like a nun or a schoolgirl, you know, role-playing, but you guys don't know him. He's actually kind of a wimp.
And how's that?
Many times after sex, he breaks down crying. Look, I've got to go.
Hey, wait. Why does he cry, Heather?
He doesn't want to go back to jail. You can guess, having raped a young girl, what they do to you in there, right? I hope you find who it is you're looking for, but it ain't Derek. I'll be right with you.
Detective Bellamy, Detective Trevino, we'd like to ask you some questions.
Sure, come in. Can I get you guys anything?
No, thanks. We would like to know your whereabouts on November 9th, which was last Thursday.
I got home around 8 p.m.
And where were you before that?
Work. I had to dump some branches. I work for a tree trimming company.
And were you at work alone?
No, Bill was there. Finished around 6 p.m. Then I loaded my truck, took it to the dump site. Boss pays me extra if I use my own truck.
What color is your truck?
It's red, a Thunder 180.
So you're home around 8. What did you do next?
My girlfriend came by.
What's your girlfriend's name?
Heather Wilkins.
How can we find her?
She works at the coffee shop in the Highlands, Brazilian bean.
What's her telephone number?
719-555-0121.
So what'd you and Heather do?
We hung out, watched a movie.
What movie?
Some thriller. Can't remember the name of it. Rented it online.
Can you prove it?
Sure. It should show on my account. Yeah, here it is. November 9th, 9:24 p.m.
That's good.
Also, ordered a pizza. May have the receipt in the kitchen. Do you want to see it?
Sure. Shit! Bellamy's making a run for it.
Please. I didn't do anything.
Now you did. You ran.
I'm doing more.
Bellamy, Trevino, I got something for you. Come here. So I found a house down the street from where the girl took her piano lessons. They have a doorbell camera that runs 24/7. And between 7:30 and 9 p.m., we have 4 vehicles that pass in front of that camera. And I got plates. First 2 vehicles come back to just retired folks that live up on the hill. Third vehicle belongs to Dad. But at 7:37, there's a truck here that's interesting.
What's so interesting about it?
Well, plate comes back to a Derek Landmore, age 31. He's a registered sex offender. Only one in the area. Been out on parole for the last 2 years.
What's the address?
It's an apartment building. It's gonna be 1644 West Powers and apartment 6.
Good job, man.
Appreciate it. Oh, before I forget, I don't know if this is significant or not, but at 7:46, so there's a female in a red coat that walks in front of that camera.
Does she ever confide in you?
Not really, but I could tell something was bothering her.
Can you elaborate?
Well, she always wanted to learn some new pop song. But about a month ago, she asked me to teach her Brahms' Lullaby.
And what's so special about that?
Well, no matter what I would try to teach her, she'd always come back to that song, to the point of obsession. So finally I asked her why she loved that song. She told me it wasn't so much the song, but the story behind it.
A story?
Yes, you see, Johannes Brahms, he was a piano player when he was young, and he was in a brothel, and he really had trouble finding love until he met Berta. She was a singer in his choir, and she had the most beautiful voice. The two would take long walks together, and she'd hum part of what we now know as Brahms' Lullaby. Well, after the two split, he never found love.
Go on.
Well, a few years later, he was in Vienna. He was at the height of his music career, and he looked out a window. There was Berta. She was pregnant, and she was married to a wealthy man with whom she already had a child. And that inspired him to compose the world's most famous lullaby. After a few months, Berta named her newborn son Johannes.
I still don't understand why you think that's so important.
Haley asked me if I liked the name Shane, and I said yes. Then she told me that's what she was going to call her son. Is there anything else?
Yeah, that'd be it.
Okay, because I really need to leave. If you'd excuse me.
Mm-hmm. I would like to go over the timeline again.
We have told you everything we know.
Okay. Kaylee comes home. She does her homework. You come home around 4:30. You all sit down for dinner at 6 p.m. And then you take Haley to her piano lessons. And she tells you what?
She said she would call when she needed a ride. Or she would walk to Ellis. Her friend from school lives about 2 blocks away. And Ella's parents would bring her.
And what time did you call Haley?
At 7:45, I called, and she didn't answer her phone. And I called Trish, Ella's mom, and she said she wasn't there. And Ella didn't know anything about her coming at all.
I went directly to Mrs. Riley's house.
And what time was that?
That was 8. Mrs. Riley said that she left at 7:25. And I was more worried. I did not know what to do. And I just went and drove around. I went by all the parks. I went by both the schools. I went by the church. I even drove all the way up by the freeway.
During this time, where were you, Mrs. Easton?
She was working. She had a major presentation to do for the Board of Education. And I didn't want to interrupt that. And I didn't want to worry her. So I just told her I was going to go to Ella's and pick Haley up.
And this was after you went to search for Haley?
Right.
And when did you come back?
At 8:45, I came back and told her that I did not know where Haley was. And we called Lieutenant Briggs.
How do you know Lieutenant Briggs?
From church.
Excuse me, Detective Bellamy. Could I talk to you for a minute?
Yes. Thank you so much, Mr. Easton.
Check this out. Haley's diary.
The victim is Haley Easton, 17 years old. It looks like she's been assaulted with a large and heavy item, possibly a rock. The techs are still looking into it. Whoever did this is an animal. They bashed her head in again and again, and there's no external signs showing that she was sexually assaulted. And there are no defensive wounds, so I suspect she knows who he is.
How long has she been here?
We don't know. Lieutenant Briggs said that he received a call from his pastor saying that his daughter was missing. So we sent out a couple of officers to canvass the area. And Officers Campbell and Jacobson, they found her at 2:25 a.m. this morning.
Briggs will be breathing down our necks until we solve this case.
I know.
Hey, John, any tire marks or prints or anything over here?
No, it's all mud.
Shit!
Get out there. We need witnesses. Check surveillance footage, doorbell cameras, and talk to the witnesses. You know the drill.
We're on it.
We need to find this son of a bitch. He's a fucking monster.
I've never seen you play with so much passion.
Do you really think I'm getting better?
Absolutely. Shall we try the Vivaldi song?
Oh, I have to leave. My father's picking me up early tonight.
Haley, be careful. Love's tricky.
See you later, Miss Riley.
How much time do we have?
Not much.
How's school?
Boring.
College is better.
Well, I'm not going to college.
What are you gonna do then?
I want a family.
That could be more work, you know.
I'm up for it.
How about you get us some sodas and snacks?
How's it going? Good. Anything else? Nope, that's it. 11:29. There you go. Have a good night. You too. You know you don't have to take off your ring when you're around me. Where are we going?
Somewhere romantic.
Does your wife know about us?
Of course not. You get more beautiful by the day.
Bullshit. Is this your idea of romantic?
Come on. Let's take a walk. Watch the stars.
Did you mean it when you said you loved me?
With everything I have. Come on, don't cry. We'll figure this out.
Like you did during the abortion? You left me all alone.
Why are you being like this?
Go home to your wife.
Don't be so dramatic. Let me take you home.
No. You got what you came for, just leave me alone.
Just let me take you.
I said leave me alone or I'll call your wife and tell her everything.
Forgive her, my dear God. She wed herself to the devil. But now I've given her back to thee.